The review plan in Intuit Tax Advisor is where you will see all of the strategies that have been added in context of the tax return. So to provide some clarity here on the layout of these columns, the 2022 actual, that's going to be your imported 1040 tax return data. So what's been imported into a tax advisor from the 1040 that was selected. The 2023 baseline will be the updated 2023 baseline amounts. So any changes, increases or decreases in income or any new activities that have been added, then the 2023 strategy change, that's going to be the difference in those two numbers. And then lastly, the 2023 projection, that will show the totals of the 2023 baseline and the strategy change amounts. This first section here, the total income, the adjusted gross income, and taxable income, these are referring to the federal return. And this is all calculated based on the exact same engine from LaCert or ProConnect Tax, and it's based on the projected year, so 2023 tax brackets, tax law. And similar to the pre-strategy baseline, you have the ability to hide all the lines with zeros across the columns. So if I press that, we'll remove any zeros that appear in this. And you can also expand each one of these sections or schedules out individually or at once with the expand all button. And if I scroll through this, we can get some visibility into what appears within those columns. So what's highlighted in green here, that's going to show the strategies that were added and how those impact the other columns. In each one of these, just like the strategy and the pre-strategy baseline, we're going to have tags identifying what form or schedule is being impacted as well as who it applies to. So in this case, it's the taxpayer, and in this case, it's the spouse. And at the top left-hand side here, you can actually filter these by strategy. So you can check which ones that you want to apply those, and it will populate those 4 strategies. You can scroll through here and only see the strategies that have been applied and the line items associated with those. If you want to get rid of them, you can simply X out and it will remove those. And then similar to the strategy page, you will see this toggle on and off button. So you can toggle these strategies on and off as you look and you consider multiple scenarios for your clients. So once that's been toggled off, it will automatically reflect the strategy change amount as well as the 2023 projection amounts across the board up here as well. And once you have toggled a strategy off, just want to call out that that will not appear in the client report. So any strategies that have been toggled off will not appear within the client report. And if I toggle that back on, it would then appear and you can see those changes reflect as well. And then also in the review plan, each one of these strategies that have been added, if you click into them, it will bring up that strategy card that shows the overview, research, and considerations, the formulas and the calculations behind those, as well as what appears within that client report. So you can pull up that strategy card on any of the strategies, whether you're in the review plan or the strategy page. Then if I go back here, there's certain fields that you can edit within the strategy change. So if you want to make edits to these amounts, you can do that here, but you wouldn't be able to make changes to the other columns or other fields. If you need to make a change or want to make a change and edit some of these 2023 baselines or add new activities, you need to go back to the pre-strategy baseline to make those changes. The review plan is simply that final calculated return. If I scroll down here, see some other important areas worth calling out. You'll be able to see the deductions, QBI, federal taxes, credits, federal payments. You can expand these out individually. And then here at the bottom, you'll be able to see your primary state information. So if we expand this out, we can see total payments and credits for the primary state. And this may look different than a traditional tax planner with side-by-side comparison, but we designed this intentionally to create a more dynamic solution that produces more accuracy while removing some of that manual data entry or manipulation. You can really create different scenarios as you toggle these on and off to come up with a tax plan that makes sense for your clients. And since tax advisory is typically a proactive service where you're meeting with clients regularly, aligning with short and long-term financial goals, our goal is to support those ongoing conversations. So you can go into an existing plan and make edits. So you can always go in and edit these, remove strategies, adjust the amounts. Or as you meet with your clients throughout the year, you can create new tax plans. So I have this one labeled Q1. So just being able to support those ongoing meetings, whether that be on a quarterly or monthly basis. So once you have reviewed this page, you've updated any information, now you're ready to generate that client proposal, that tax plan to showcase the client tax savings in a deliverable that makes sense for your client.